Welcome to Everything About Cooking with Chef Otto. Before we start, we'll have the usual tradition of having a toast. Cheers!
And remember, the more wine, the better you cook.
Today, Chef Otto is going to show us how to debone a chicken. You ready?
Mike, there's actually two ways to bone down a chicken. You can bone it from the breast, in the middle, open up the that way you get boneless chicken legs, boneless breast, and the wings. The other way is to go from the back. If you cut from the back, then if you want to stuff it, the breast will look like a whole breast. Now, before we start, first of all, we tip the wings. Now, Pope's nose for soup. There's a little bit of fat here. Now, do from the back. Right the spine here. Just cut along the spine. Don't go very hard or deep because it's very, very pliable. The meat is very. It's not coarse at all. See, if you cut the legs, you can just thrust it, break it. You just cut, always cut towards the bone. Okay, towards the bone. Just don't go too deep where you cut the skin. Just follow the contour of the frame of the carcass. It'll take you a few times to get used to it. It's a little bit tricky the first few times. You might ruin a couple of birds, but once you got it down pat, let me tell you, you'll impress your guests. You could do boneless chicken. You can do chicken breast, as I'll show you chicken breast, like cordon bleu, chicken Kiev, or you could do chicken legs with chicken Valentine, stuffed with rice, whatever. Now see here, again, make sure you cut towards the bone. Wishbone here. Okay, here's half, and the other half's over here. Again, your carcass is for stock. Now here, as I was talking about, if you cut from the back, the front is still intact, still looks like a chicken. Now you could stuff this and still have the legs, okay? Or take the legs out. It's just a couple, cut right down the middle. You can feel the bones. Okay? I'm going to cut this one out to that one's for the dog. Now, here's the chicken from the back side. Here's the chicken from the front side. Now, if you want to serve this stuffed whole, see, all you gotta do is stuff whatever stuffing you want to use. And you can use these little two bones here. If you stuff it, that's why you leave this hole here. Okay? Looks like a real chicken. And the other thing is, if you stuff it, you can cut it boneless. Whether you put sausage stuffing or bread stuffing or any kind of stuffing you want to put in there, and you give it boneless, you'll impress your guest or your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever the case is. And you have these sticking up, little frill hats, or you just cut them out. Now, so we got the chicken breast. Now, this is the chicken breast right here. Here it is, now the chicken. Put the wings here. Here's your old chicken. Are you able to get a picture like that, Mike?
I'm impressed. Would surely take me a lot longer than that.
Here's the bones. Here's your chicken. It's not that hard, and it's you'll impress a lot of people, especially yourself. Now, when we bone down the chicken, now what we could do, show you how to stuff a chicken breast or a chicken leg. Now, when you go to the grocery store, you buy boneless chicken breast. Here, that's what you're getting. Inside the chicken breast is a little piece of meat. It's like a tenderloin of beef. It's called the mignon. I'm going to get rid of this stuff here. The bones are in the way, I guess. Okay, the chicken breast has a little mignon in there. It's like a tenderloin of the beef. And this year, if you have enough of these, you make chicken fingers or just stir fried. I mean, they're tender, they're excellent. Now here's a chicken breast. You take the skin out. You can cook it the way it is, of course. Take the skin out, you don't need a knife or anything. And you want to make it cordon bleu. Now here, if you want to make cordon bleu, cut it in half. Cordon bleu meaning it's stuffed with prosciutto, with cheese, Swiss cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, any kind of cheese, basically. You want a little sharp cheese though, you know, nice. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to stuff that one.
And what are we going to stuff it with?
I'm sorry, a cordon bleu. It's going to be ham and cheese. As long as you use a fairly sharp cheese is good, like a Swiss cheese or like even mozzarella is good. It doesn't matter. It's and you could put prosciutto on it's really good, or ham is good. Now here's what you do. You get a piece of cheese. You don't need a lot. Piece of ham and cheese. Now I'm sure most of you have been somewhere where you either bought this or seen it on, you had a banquet or something. So this is basically all it is a chicken breast, cheese, ham and cheese. And then you fold it over, and now you bread it with simple bread dressing. This is any kind of breading, whether you're breading chicken, pork, veal, whatever, Wiener Schnitzel, any kind of breading, that's a proper procedure. You could put a little bit of cheese in your breadcrumb. If you get fresh breadcrumb, fresh grated breadcrumb, the fresher the better. It's a 3-step breading stage, and they're all very same. Get the flour first. What the flour does is help the milk stick to it, or the milk stick to the meat, and then the bread will stick. Okay. Try to use one hand for the wet, one for the dry. Just pack it enough, don't have to kill it.
And there's your cordon bleu. Okay, now we're going to stuff the leg.
Yes. Remember the parts?
The parts?
Remember the chicken leg? We did the cordon bleu?
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep your skin. We're gonna stuff the leg. I have some spinach stuff in here. I have bacon, mushrooms, a little spinach, onion, celery, a little bit of butter for flavor, sage, salt, pepper. Now, again, I just washed my hands. You can't put a lot in these, but there's your stuffed chicken leg.
Okay, that was great. Thanks, Otto.
Anything else? How about a glass of wine to finish it off? Cheers.
Stay tuned for our next episode of Everything About Cooking with Chef Otto. I wonder what he's going to do for us next.